Alright, good morning. Welcome back to another trade recap, guys. Make sure, before anything, go ahead and leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new here. If you are new here, my name is Alex. I've been trading for a couple years, ICT, SMC more specifically, and usually in these videos I just go over recaps and just kind of a whole bunch of other things like that. But pretty soon, within the next week and a half, there's going to be a lot of educational videos coming out, more specifically, boot camp type scenarios. So it's going to be like a mentorship online, but you'll be able to join the Discord for free, ask me questions, all these different things. There's going to be a lot of free content. That's besides the point. Let's just get straight into the recap. Today was not a terrible day. I did get stopped out on the first trade, which was a little bit unfortunate, but that happens. This is the reality of it. Obviously, I've had a great run so far. Getting stopped out on one trade and then winning the second one and then getting stopped out at break even sucks. It still ended green today, so that's a W in my book. But let's just go ahead and do this right now. So coming into the day, right, you notice today's Tuesday, our 9:30 candle is right here. We actually come down and manipulate this low here. Now this low is also a 4-hour inefficiency, or a 4-hour gap right here, right, a bullish one. So we trade into it. Coming into the morning, it was really clear to me what we wanted to see, right? We had a nice accumulation from Asia, a nice accumulation from London, right? The London high ended up sweeping the Asia high, right, which sent us lower. Now that we get this 4-hour tap, right, and also at the same time, if you look at ES at 9:30, ES never came down and swept this low at 10:45. So we had a bullish SMT here. ES tapped previous day equilibrium, right? But ES was still kind of hesitating a little bit. It wasn't really showing us that it wanted to expand higher at all. It was definitely the weaker pair of today. So if we go and hop down to the 1 minute here, right, you'll notice the open of today, right, was right here. So basically just this candle that just dumped down here, right? So you could expect at this point at, like, let's say 9:22, right? ES hasn't rebalanced to previous day equilibrium yet, right? So you can expect NQ to make one more run lower to take out this low and then potentially running back higher, which it did in this case, of course. So if you look at NQ at 9:31, you'll see that we haven't even swept any lows. We're still at 9:31 on ES. We're still up here, right, with an SMT here as well. So I'm still waiting because ES is still not showing that it wants to displace at all. And I'm waiting for NQ to kind of show its hand and tell me, hey, okay, we're ready to make that run, get our rebalance, and then start making our way higher towards these equal highs here and then potentially London highs, right? ES ended up tapping previous day equilibrium here at 9:44. So I was waiting for this candle high here to get displaced above, which it did, right? We displaced above it, retrace back into the breaker right here, right? And then we come up, right, and we create a mitigation here. So low, high, higher, low, higher, high. All right, so we trade back into equilibrium of this range here, right here. So we trade, boom, into equilibrium, a little bit deeper too. But since this inefficiency was filled here with the breaker, right, this sort of unicorn pattern, probably mean that this price area is going to hold and this low here at 9:38 should not be taken. So after we got that initial run down here, and then just followed by displacing candle 9:44 and 9:45. I waited for this candle to retrace, and then I entered there. A little bit of a weird fill. So I ended up longing there. It also inversed this 1 minute here. At the same time, I was still watching this 5 minute right here because it did close through, but barely with any sort of displacement. It wicked up and then barely closed through it. So that finished closing at like 9:49. So I just kind of was waiting for that. I entered before it closed just because I was anticipating the expansion towards the equal high. And then, of course, right here, boom, it comes down and it stops me out literally to a tick, which is annoying, right? Literally to the tick. So I see that rejection and I realize, okay, we reacted off this mitigation here. This already rebalanced down here. I knew this low was probably going to be protected. I just re-entered off of that after noticing this soup of this low here at 9:47. And then I just held the partial to the equal highs here. And then I got stopped out at break even here. So about $106 across all the accounts. So a little over $1,000, which isn't terrible, but you're gonna come across days like this. There were other setups here. I mean, this one was a lot better. There are other setups that in general I should have been a bit more patient for, but it is what it is. We trade, we learn, and we keep rinsing and repeating. So that's really all I got for you guys today. Make sure to go ahead and join the free Discord as well. Give a whole lot of information in there, a whole bunch of traders in there, like-minded, all do the same stuff. It's awesome in there. So I'll leave you guys with that, and yeah, not a terrible day, but like I said, you live and you learn. All right, I'll catch you boys tomorrow. Peace.